Hey guys, I hope you're doing well. Welcome back to the channel. So what I wanted to share, or the one thing I wanted to bring across to you tonight, was visualization. Visualization. So focusing on where you want to be. And now people, when I say that, I don't really think people understand. When I was introduced to the idea was many moons ago, I think 2010 or 11, introduced to the idea of visualization, and it's something that I would practice from time to time. It's other times more than other times. It really depends on how my tempo is, how my mindset is, but it's something that I try to do. So I've got two examples, both coming from cars, I guess. One is how I was kind of taught. So when you visualize where you want to be, it's like getting into a car. You need to feel the seat you're sitting in. You need to feel the steering wheel. You need to feel the gear shifter. Imagine there's pedals that you can put your foot on. Imagine kind of the smell of it, kind of the sound effect, so really try and visualize yourself in that position. And then, some people would use that in a kind of when they want to buy a car, they would do this and visualizing it. And at some stage it'll become reality, them sitting in the car, them owning it. That's kind of the idea. So I wouldn't say I didn't believe in it, but I didn't believe in it so much. And then I tested, where I was working at the time, said, no, this is something we need to do. And I actually had a card, and I didn't really I'm not really material in that sense. So there's nothing that really pulls me saying, I want this material thing so bad. There's nothing like that for me. But, I thought, okay, I need to do this because it's my work. So I need to follow what he's saying. So I put on a red, I think a BMW, I'm not sure, Mercedes or whatever, on this card that I had in my wallet. And every time when I took out, to draw money or whatever, I would see this car. And the car was a red maroonish type metallic car. But again, I didn't really feel the car so much. I really felt the color because I liked the color of it. So that's why I chose the car specifically, without me realizing it at the moment. But afterwards, thinking about these things, you can really unravel and understand yourself and situations better. And then what happened is when I got a car, I bought a car literally without seeing it. So I was driving a Fox, I think a 92 model back then, and I bought a Taz right after that. And when I bought it, the guy said, look, this is it's going to be a Taz 1300 petrol, I said, okay, cool. They brought it through from another town to Bloemfontein for me to see. And when the car got there, I was kind of shocked at it being the exact same color as the color I had of the car in my wallet. Not the same car, but specifically that same color. So I'm like, that's very interesting. And throughout my life, I've seen that happen time on time again. You could say I'm just looking for these coincidences. You can definitely do that. But then it's been a fucking lucky life, my bro. So it's been seeing these coincidences and being grateful, thinking I've worked towards this, because visualizing without action is useless. You can't just do this and not put the action in place and then think you're going to get there. So I want you to think about that when you're doing your workouts. Visualize. I was busy telling a story the other night in my video, and I realized only afterwards I kind of jumped right out of it into another one. But I would visualize my workouts so intensely if it's something I wanted to improve on, that by the time I got to the gym, it would feel like I'm walking into a fight. Physically, my hands would feel heavy, thinking, now, it literally felt like that. The anticipation I had for getting into that workout, the kind of, would I say aggression, built up into focusing it on that goal in mind for that night, being it a certain dumbbell bench press weight I wanted to do or whatever. It would be so bad that I had to sit down and calm down just before I got into my workout so I wouldn't get hurt trying to do stupid shit. So, and to get my mind right, I always try to stay focused and not to waste energy making lots of noises and geraas or whatever. So I'm always trying to focus my energy doing that. So that's an idea for you guys. I really want you to play with it. And I've used some examples that have taught me to better utilize a tool like that. Have a great night.